What is going on, everyone? Well, I've been down here in South Carolina now for almost 6 years, and I never fished this body of water. It's a river. It's 10 miles from my house. I don't know why I waited so long, but we are out here now on the Edisto River, up on the lower end before the saltwater freshwater line, and we're going to see what we can do. We're going to run a lot of topwater today and a lot of soft plastics, and we're just going to fish and see how this fishery is for us, because lately the lake fishing has been really crappy for us, so we needed to change things up. So finally on the river. This is only the second time I've been on a freshwater river in South Carolina. I don't know why I waited so long, so I'm hoping this trip is going to be awesome, guys. So let's go get it. Let's go get some and let's have a blast. So right now we're back in a little cove right off the launch. I figured, before I get out into the river, I was like, let me just try this cove just for ha-has. See a lot of little topwater action from some small panfish. So I was told by a couple guys clearing my lot over at Rice Acres, we're clearing some more bigger area. I just figured, let them do it and get it done and over with, and they're burning it right now. But they told me to come to this launch and one other launch, and I tried this launch. They say the bass fishing is better downriver than it is upriver, because I saw a park ranger the other day and he told me to go to this launch which is upriver, and the guy says, the brim fishing's better up that way. Come down towards the bottom of the river, obviously before the saltwater line. He says the bass fishing's better up here, so hoping they're right. So like I said, I've been seeing a lot of topwater action from panfish, so I'm hoping the bass are here. And I'm hoping today is a good fishing day, so it gives me a reason to come back and keep fishing this river instead of the lakes all the time. I think where we're located, I don't think the tide's going to affect us too much. I don't think there'll be too much current because we haven't had much rain lately. So hopefully that doesn't affect us with a very slow current. You can see we got the main road right in front of us. It's just a little ramp right off the main road. There's a lot of those. So when you come out of this launch here, so if I go straight ahead underneath that bridge and head that way, that's down river. So I think that's the way we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go down and then fish our way back up when we head back in. So we're gonna head down and fish along this bank with a buzzbait. I hit some pads right here first thing in the morning, right off the ramp. Nothing was there, so we're just gonna move down with the buzzbait and just fish this bank. I want to see if I can get some topwater action here for a good couple hours before I change over the soft plastics. Ooh, almost had one there, guys. Almost had one there. Ooh. So that's a couple misses right here in these pads. That's the second time. There was one before that I wasn't sure if I got on camera, but they don't look too super big. But we're gonna keep trying here for a little bit because that's two separate fish that's tried on the frog here. Maybe the frog will be the better option even over the buzzbait. Even just throwing that along the bank. It's still top water. I got some poppers with me too. Kind of shallow right here, so I'm kind of letting the pads hold me in place for the most part. I'm not expecting the bass to be giants on the river here, but some decent ones I'm hoping. On the buzzbait. Yeah, he's just fighting strong. He's just fighting strong. Yeah, it's actually got a pretty good chunk to it. Not too shabby. Nice fight. Alright guys, unfortunately I missed that on the buzzbait bite, but there's my first fish on the buzzbait. I shut the camera off when I was getting the buzzbait out of the tree and I forgot to turn it back on, so you guys missed that bite. I'm throwing a black buzzbait with a gold blade. So Alright, we found one. And who said you can't have white sandy beaches on the river? It's pretty white there. Nice clean sand. Good place to come grab some sand for your sandbox. Sandbox. Looks like a good place to stop and have some lunch too. And the water's down like this, for sure. So I turned my mapping on. So you can see here we got this little bend right coming up there. I think I'm gonna fish that there. I may hit a couple bends right there, but I think I'm gonna spin back around and start fishing back up towards where I launched, because it's been very quiet down this way. You know, I wanted to see if there's anything at these bends. I'm going to keep running the chatterbait now for a little bit. This time is off. It's actually 8:18, you know, because of daylight savings. I haven't adjusted it yet. I'm surprised the GPS hasn't done it, but sometimes it takes a little bit. So I think I'm going to fish some of those outside edges and some turns there, see what this looks like. And then I think I'm going to head back upstream and just fish where I've caught some stuff this morning. I mean, this looks fishy down here, but we're also running about 8 feet of water. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more shallower near the edge. But it's been very quiet down here. I've had the buzzbait in my hand now for, shoot, almost 2 hours. I threw the worm a little bit, threw the frog a little bit. I had a lot of action back up the river, but it's either timing or it's a little bit more fishier back up that way. But we'll float down for maybe another, I'm sure that's like another half mile, maybe a mile. I don't know. I don't have the thing on there. It looks like 0.2 miles is that. So yeah, it's probably about almost a mile down through those turns. So we'll do that and we'll start heading back up. But we gotta get a little bit more action here, because I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that it's not that fishy here right now. Got a tight squeeze. Got a down tree over here, I guess, huh? We had just one on the spinnerbait. Came unhooked in this current. Damn it. Well guys, one fish to the boat. A lot of misses, a lot of topwater misses. I missed one back there on the spinnerbait. I missed a couple on the worm because once again, you didn't miss anything because I didn't have the cameras rolling, but I did miss a couple on some worms. But the main thing is, this is the second time I've been on a river in South Carolina. I had fun. That's the most important thing. And I learned a lot about this part of the Edisto River. So I'm definitely going to come back. I know what to expect next time I come back. And I know what key changes, hopefully, that I can make to bring more fish to the boat. Rumble strip. So I'm hoping that I learned enough today to be able to catch more fish next time I come back out. I went down about 5 miles and I fought the current back and went up about 3.5 miles. So I did a lot of exploring as well to see what was up the river and down the river and what was around. Right now the river is definitely low for sure, because we haven't had that much rain, and I can see where the water is usually over a lot of these sandbars. So I got those marked, so if the water does rise, I know where they are. And a lot of other little key areas too I have marked on my plotter. So this way when I do come back, and if the water's higher, I know what to look for and what's under the water when I do that. So that was the biggest thing for me today. I wish I brought more fish to the boat, or wish I got more fish into the boat itself, but today was more an exploration trip, or a trip to explore and find out what is here at this part of the Edisto River. But the main thing, like I said, I had fun. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm sorry I didn't get that many fish to the boat, but I promise next time I should. Hopefully I will get more fish, and we'll come back out here soon. So as always guys, be safe on the water. I'll catch you on the water, or see you from Race Acres. Thanks for stopping by.